welcome back to Miss Henrik's video demo. Today I'm going to show you how to make creme brulee. So let's look at our mise en place. Just a few ingredients. We'll need heavy cream. We'll need regular white sugar, and if you would like, you can use turbinado sugar. That's for the top. A vanilla bean, or if you can't get vanilla beans, just regular vanilla. And eggs. All right. First step is to measure out half of the cream, so 1 cup, and put it in your saucepan. And then you'll add the vanilla. Now, this is a vanilla bean. I'm going to show you how to extract the beans where our flavor is from the inside. So this is what it will look like. And we're going to cut these in half because they're very expensive. So it'll just be a half bean per kitchen. Okay, so take your paring knife and just try to only cut half one side of the skin. It's a little tough, so you might accidentally go all the way through. But if you do that, you could lose some of those precious vanilla beans. It's like doing surgery. Okay. So I have a slit, and then you'll open it up. Okay, kind of looks like little coffee grounds, but those are your vanilla beans. So carefully open it up, and you'll scrape that out with a spoon right into your cream. Get as much as you can because that's where all the flavor is. And once you scraped out the beans, you can just add the little seeds. You can add the vanilla bean as long as you scoop that out later. Also add your 1/3 cup sugar and your pinch of salt. Pinch of salt is just 1/8 of a teaspoon. You can kind of eyeball that as half of the 1/4 teaspoon. And then put this on the stove top and just let it simmer, and then until all that sugar is dissolved, and then you'll turn the heat off. Okay, so simmer is just when tiny bubbles break the surface of the cream. Don't boil it because that could burn it. We just want to do gentle cooking for the whole process. So once you've seen it simmer, just barely turn off the heat. You can actually just move it to another burner that is cool and let it sit for about 10 minutes. While you're waiting for your cream mixture to cool down, about 10 minutes, you're going to separate 6 eggs. So for this, you're going to need 3 separate containers. A ramekin to check your eggs to make sure that they're not rotten or that there's no shells. One will be for the whites, and then the other for the yolks. So take your egg, crack it on a flat surface, and you can just gently open the egg and let the whites part fall away from the yolk. You can pass the yolk back and forth between the 2 halves of the shell until all of the white has been removed and the yolk is still intact. So put the yolk in one bowl and the white in the other. Okay, please do this so that you don't get any contamination in your egg whites or your egg yolks. Okay. All right, so here's my 6 perfect egg yolks. Here's the egg whites. Don't throw these egg whites away. We're going to use them in another recipe. So bring them to Miss Henrik, to me, and I will put them in a separate container. So remember, don't throw these away, please. All right, for the egg yolks, you can just whisk these up. Okay. Here's my cream that has cooled down. Now I will add the final cup of cream to this mixture, which will cool it down even further. Mix that all up. This process is very important. So you want to temper these eggs so that they don't scramble when you add them to the hot cream. So to temper them, remember, let's just heat it very slowly. You're going to take a tiny bit of the cream mixture and pour it into the egg yolks, and you're going to be stirring constantly. So it's just a tiny bit. Stir, 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 stir. Maybe just a tiny bit more. Okay. So now these eggs are slightly cooked because of the warm liquid, so that now when we add it back to the cream, like I said, we won't end up with scrambled eggs. So just slowly add your egg yolks to the cream, whisking constantly. All right, now just in case we have any cooked scrambled egg in there, we're going to strain this mixture. So use a strainer over a bowl. Ideally, your largest liquid measuring cup, because that has a pourable spout. And this will also remove the vanilla bean. Okay, so it's almost time to bake. Before you get started, you should get a pot of water boiling on the stove. Take your baking dish or your hotel pan, line it with a towel, clean towel. Put in your ramekins. And then pour in the liquid into each one. Almost to the brim, but not quite. All right, so my water is boiling, and a little tip, get your bain marie with your creme brulees as close to the oven as possible so that you're not walking with a bunch of really hot water. And just very carefully pour the hot water into the pan so that it comes just about halfway up the sides of your creme brulee dishes. Okay, so these are finished. You want to remove these carefully with tongs because it's very hot. Okay, that's what they look like when they're done. It's pretty solid, but it's not bubbly and there's no brown. So you want to put these on a cooling rack, and you'll wrap them in plastic when they are cool enough to do so. Label them and put them in the refrigerator. because they need to cool down completely before you brulee the top. I'll show you that. That will be done the second day. Okay, now the next day, your creme brulees are nice and cool, and it's time to brulee them. So you take maybe a tablespoon of sugar. It could be white sugar, it could be this turbinado sugar, it doesn't matter, because it will all just caramelize. So sprinkle that evenly on top, maybe shake it a little so it's more even. Take the blowtorch under my supervision. And just caramelize the top. Now don't burn it, just a nice dark brown. And then enjoy. See, hear that nice crack? That's the best part. So I hope you learned a lot from this video demo. Good luck tomorrow. Thanks for watching.